All right, I can't believe this. The season is already over, which is kind of crazy, man. I cannot believe it's November. Next week's gonna be Thanksgiving. Isn't that crazy? That's wild. Anyway, um, well, no, hold on. Maybe my brain isn't working. Wait, is it next week gonna be Thanksgiving? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, next Thursday. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Um, man, I cannot believe the season's over. Before I get into this, I would like to thank all the guys for all the support you guys have given me throughout the season, for all the content I've been making. I really appreciate it. Uh, we couldn't do all this without you, so I couldn't do what I do without you guys. And all the seniors that are graduating, congratulations! I'm so proud of you guys. Can't wait to see what's next for you guys. And yeah, anyway, I just wanted to take a moment and say that. So, anyway, all right, let's get into the video. So, we are American Southwest Conference co-champions. I'm saying champions. Forget co-champions. Get that co out of here. We ended up going 7-3, which is actually my prediction in the beginning of the year, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. Anyway, and we went 5-1 in our conference, which was also my prediction. Um, and like, look, we went on a at the end of the first part of the season. Listen, it was rough. You know, we lost 3 out of our 5 games our first season, but in the second half of the season, we went on a 5 game winning streak. To be honest, and we won the American Southwest Conference. Like, we're getting rings. I understand we didn't make playoffs, but hey, you know what? We won something. I know it's not a national championship or it's not making playoffs, but listen, we're still coming home with some rings, all right? So, yeah, and I'm glad for those seniors, man. We give y'all one last ride, and y'all got some rings to take home with y'all. So, um, anyway, let's go over this Howard Payne game. It was 65-9. That was pretty insane. The stream was absolutely abhorrent. So for, like, what was it, like the first half, maybe almost like the first to like the third quarter, the stream wouldn't work. The stream wouldn't work at all. So I was like, instead of that radio, which the audio was absolutely awful, it was just all messed up. Everything was just a disaster. The camera quality was terrible. It was all just bad. Anyway, sorry, no offense, Brownwood, but it was really bad. Um, and shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so what I was doing is I was just watching, because it was a conference, so I was just watching the Harden Simmons ETBU game the whole time, and literally what I was doing for the UMHB game, I was on Twitter, like, refreshing over and over again to see who got a touchdown and what happened. That's literally what I did for like the first half and maybe almost the third quarter. Like, it was crazy. Anyway, so yeah, it was awful. All right, anyway, let's go over the stats for the game. Here we go. UMHB 65-9. We won the ASC championship. Passing leaders. I think Seth Mauser actually did check in as well. I think I saw him at the end. Kirk Lemichaud had 14 completions, 4 touchdowns, and 232 yards, which he has a total of 9 touchdowns against Howard Payne. That's crazy. That's almost double digits. Carson Horton on 3 completions had 32 passing yards. Let's go to the rushing. Asa Osborne killed it, man. 109 rushing yards. 6.4 was his average yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, he killed it. Trent Lacey had 57 yards, 8.1 yards a carry, and Dante Blake. Sorry, I was gonna say your name backwards. My bad, Dante. On 44 yards, average 11 yards a carry. Had a touchdown. So, and he also had a fumble recovery as well. So yeah, and oh yeah, sorry, Cam Ferguson didn't play this game. I hope he's okay. He might have been injured or something. I don't know. B.J. Stewart on 3 receptions had a touchdown, 70 yards. His longest reception was 46 yards. Will McClintock on 2 receptions had 70 yards. 1 touchdown. His longest reception was 40 yards. And Luke Vidal had on 3 receptions 45 yards, a touchdown. His longest reception was 24 yards. Now for the defense, Aziel Jones had 6 total tackles. Samuel Steffi had 5 total tackles plus a tackle for loss and an assisted tackle for loss. Brandon Magruder had 5 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack as well. All right, let's go to the box score. We're on this side since we're away. I'm so not used to doing the away games because we've had so many home games. Sorry, I'm not trying to shake the thing. I don't know what's going on. Kirkland went 14 for 21, 232 yards, 4 touchdowns. Longest pass was 46 yards, 0 interceptions, and 0 sacks. Carson Horton on 3 completions with 3 completions on 4 pass attempts, 32 yards, and 16 yards was his longest pass. UMHB rushing. Asa Osborne, 109 yards on only 109 yards, on only 17 carries. 3 touchdowns. His longest rush was 24 yards, 6.4 yards a carry. Trent Lacey on 7 rushing attempts, 57 yards. 31 yards was his longest rush on 8.1 yards a carry. Dante Blake, 4 yards, 44. Not 4 yards. On 4 rushing attempts, 44 yards. A touchdown, 26 yards was his longest on 11 yards a carry. Seth Mauser had 2 rushing attempts, 22 yards, a touchdown, and 14 yards. 14 yards was the longest rush, 11 yards a carry. Deuce Solomon had 5 rushing attempts, had 22 yards. 10 was his longest rush, and he averaged 3.6 yards a carry. Kirkland Michaud had 1 rush for 14 yards, averaged 14 yards a carry. Carson Horton lost 4 yards on his rush. Then on UMHB's receiving, BJ Stewart had 3 receptions, 70 yards, a touchdown. His longest catch was 46 yards. Will McClintock on only 2 receptions had 70 yards, 1 touchdown, and his longest pass caught was 40 yards, longest reception. Luke Vidal on 3 receptions had 45 yards, a touchdown. His longest reception was 24 yards. Asa Osborne on 5 receptions had 30 receiving yards, a touchdown, and 16 yards was his longest reception. Leighton Roque had 2 receptions, 29 yards, and 16 yards was longest reception. Quincy Jones had 1 reception, 17 yards. 17 yards was his longest reception. And Lacey Trent had 1 reception, 3 yards. 3 yards was his longest reception. Aziel Jones had 5 solo tackles, 6 total tackles. Samuel Steffi had 3 solo tackles, 5 total tackles, a tackle for loss, and an assisted tackle for loss, in a loss for 5 yards against Howard Payne, and a broken up pass. Brandon Magruder had 5 solo tackles, 5 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, resulting in 11 yards lost for Howard Payne, and a sack resulting in 10 yards lost for Howard Payne. Gavin Brzezinski had 4 solo tackles, 4 total tackles. J.J. Davis had 3 solo tackles, 3 total tackles. Ethan Rayfield had 2 solo tackles, 1 assisted tackle, 3 total tackles. An assisted tackle for loss, resulting in 1 yard loss. Demarion Morris had 3 solo tackles, 3 total tackles. Leighton Roque had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles. Denham Collins had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles. Teron Brown had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles. Colin Craig had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles, plus a forced fumble. Linford had 1 solo tackle, 2 total tackles, an assisted tackle for loss, resulting in 3 lost yards against Howard Payne, and a assisted sack, resulting in 3 lost yards for Howard Payne. Brenton had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles. Lance Robertson had 2 solo tackles, 2 total tackles. Eddie, I don't know how you say your last name, I'm sorry. Eddie had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle, plus a broken up pass. Dominic Battle had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle. Jacoby Davis had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle. Brody Woods had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle, also a broken up pass. Trevor Tamplin had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle. Gage Sanders, my boy, had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle, plus a tackle for loss, resulting in 4 lost yards against Howard Payne. Damian Hopkins had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle. PJ Johnson had 1 solo tackle, 1 total tackle. Devon Furtag had one tackle, assisted tackle for loss, resulting in 3 yards lost on Howard Payne, and a sack resulting in and a assisted sack resulting in 3 lost yards against Howard Payne, and Avery Milligan had an interception which he took for 26 yards. Congratulations, and Dante Blake had a fumble recovery. All right, let's see the special teams. Logan Childs on 2 punts had 94 yards, averaging 47 yards a punt. 48 yards was his longest punt, and both of them, I guess, were in the 20, which is great. B.J. Stewart on 1 punt return had 8 yards, and then on 1 kick return, B.J. Stewart had 56 yards. Luke Vidal had on 1 punt return 5 yards, and then on 1 kickoff return had 26 yards. For the UMHB field goals, Jack Height in the third quarter with 7-10 had a 33-yarder, and it was good. Caleb Gardner had, let's see, what the heck was that? Excuse me. And Jack Height made 9 out of his 8 field goals. 8 out of his 9 field goals. So congratulations, guys, on this great win, 65-9, way to close out the season to get that ASC championship. Also, here's the post if you guys want to see it. Football wins ASC title against Howard Payne. ASC champions. This is our 19th ASC championship. Also, here's the game balls. Samuel Steffi had defensive game ball. Kirkland Michaud had the offensive game ball. Logan Child had the special teams game ball, and B.J. Stewart has the special teams game ball. So congratulations, guys. Offensive Player of the Game award, no question in my mind, goes to Kirkland Michaud. Congratulations, Kirkland Michaud, on winning the Drew Offensive Player of the Game award. He had 14 completions out of 21, which is amazingly efficient. I don't know if amazingly is a word. 232 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. His longest pass was 46 yards, and was clean the whole time, didn't even get on the ground. He had 0 sacks and threw 0 interceptions. That's some Tom Brady stuff right there. So congratulations, Kirkland Michaud. And congratulations, Kirkland, on winning the UMHB game ball. For the Defensive Player of the Game award, no doubt in my mind is Samuel Steffi. Let me get number 0 up here. What's happening? I'm trying to get 0. Okay, it's not working. All right, technical difficulties. Let's see, here it is. Samuel Steffi had 3 solo tackles, 5 total tackles, tackle for loss, and an assisted tackle for loss, resulting in 5-yard loss against Howard Payne, and a broken up pass. And also, he won the defensive game ball. So congratulations, Samuel Steffi, on winning the Drew Defensive Player of the Game award. Special Teams Player of the Game award, no doubt in my mind, goes to B.J. Stewart. Congratulations, B.J. Stewart, on winning the Drew Special Teams Player of the Game award. B.J. Stewart had receiving yards, because he plays both ends like a savage. 3 receptions, 70 yards, a touchdown. Longest reception was 46 yards, and he also did some returning on special teams. 1 return for a punt return, 8 yards, and then 1 return for a kickoff return, 56 yards. And B.J. Stewart also won the special teams game ball. So congratulations, B.J. Stewart, on winning the Drew Special Teams Player of the Game award. And last but not least, the Clutch Player of the Game award, no doubt in my mind, goes to Asa Osborne. Asa Osborne has been an absolute dog this season. He's been absolutely amazing at running back and has played a little bit of tight end. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. Asa Osborne had on 17 rushes, 109 yards, 3 touchdowns. Longest rush was 24 yards, averaging 6.4 yards a game. A carry. Sorry, that is definitely not a game. Asa Osborne on 5 receptions, 30 yards, a touchdown on his reception as well. And 16 was his yards was his longest reception. So congratulations, Asa, on winning the Drew Drew Clutch Player of the Game award. Also, if you guys wanted to see, this is the playoff bracket. We didn't make playoffs, obviously, but this is the playoff bracket. If you guys still want to keep track of D3 football, I just put in NCAA D3 football. Also, I got to show you one more thing, and I got to give a huge shout out to this guy. He's also been letting me be able to react to his highlights for the past year now. This is, I guess, the last 2 seasons. Let me get him up because he uploads all the playoff stuff as well. The D3 zone, I gotta give a huge shout out to the D3 zone. He's been phenomenal for covering D3 football. He does all their highlights. He's been doing it since 2023. So yeah, he did all of our playoff games last year, so he does all the playoff games. So thank you, D3 Zone, for all you do for the highlights, because you're really helping out the D3 football community, and I'm glad it's getting bigger and bigger every day. Anyway, thank you, D3 Zone. American Southwest Jeez, wow, that was a bad stutter. American Southwest Conference champions, get the co out of here and the dash. We need about 2 more exclamation points as well. Dang, I'm stuttering hard right now. Jeez, rough. Anyway, I can't believe this is. I'm not gonna wear this hat for a video for a little while now. So probably not until March or something when the schedule comes out. Unless if there's some crazy big news that comes out soon, probably not going to be wearing this hat for a while. So, anyway, yeah, we had a great season. Even though we didn't make playoffs, we still had a great season. And, yeah, Drew, signing out for this season. Go Crew. Oh, also you can catch me at the basketball games if you want to say hi. Feel free to say hi. If anybody wants to say hi to me, always come up to me. I love when people come and interact with me. So, yeah. Anyway, go Crew.